The college acceptance letter hung proudly on the refrigerator. Stanford University, full athletic scholarship. Women's tennis team. But when Ellen asked Patricia Lopez how proud she was of her daughter's achievements, her answer shocked the studio. They're not real. Patricia Lopez, 45, sat in the interview chair, wearing the strained smile of someone who had built their life on lies. For 2 years, she had watched her daughter Sofia thrive at one of the country's most prestigious universities on what everyone believed was a merit-based tennis scholarship. The truth was far more devastating than anyone could imagine. The Ellen DeGeneres Show had invited Patricia during their Proud Parents Week to celebrate families whose children had achieved academic excellence through sports. Sofia's story had caught producers' attention. A young woman from a working-class Latino family who had earned a full ride to Stanford through her tennis prowess. It was exactly the kind of inspirational story Ellen loved to share. What the producers didn't know was that Patricia's pride was built on fraud. Sofia had never played competitive tennis in her life. The scholarship was purchased with a $50,000 bribe. The athletic achievements were fabricated, and now, with FBI investigations closing in, Patricia's entire world was about to collapse on national television. The scheme had begun 3 years earlier when Sofia's college applications were rejected by every school she'd applied to. Her grades were decent, but not spectacular, her SAT scores average, her extracurricular activities minimal. For a middle-class family with college dreams but no college fund, the rejections felt like the end of the world. "Patricia," Ellen began warmly, "tell us about Sofia's journey to Stanford." Patricia's hands trembled slightly as she spoke. "It's been incredible. She's worked so hard for this opportunity." Ellen beamed with enthusiasm. A full tennis scholarship to Stanford. That must have taken years of dedication. "Years," Patricia repeated, the word feeling like ash in her mouth. Ellen leaned forward with interest. "How long has Sofia been playing tennis?" Patricia felt sweat forming on her forehead. "She's been involved with tennis for a while now." Ellen sensed something wasn't quite right. "When did she start competing?" "Competing," Patricia echoed, buying time. "Well, that's complicated." Ellen realized Patricia was being evasive. "How is it complicated?" Patricia looked around the studio, at the cameras, at the audience expecting an inspirational story. "Because she's never actually competed." The studio fell silent. Ellen felt confusion wash over her. "I'm sorry, what?" "Sofia has never played competitive tennis," Patricia said quietly. "She's never even taken tennis lessons." Ellen stared at Patricia, trying to process what she was hearing. "But she has a tennis scholarship to Stanford." "Yes," Patricia said, her voice barely audible. Ellen felt the pieces of a disturbing puzzle beginning to form. "Patricia, how did Sofia get a tennis scholarship if she doesn't play tennis?" Patricia took a shaky breath. "I bought it." The words hung in the air like a physical presence. The studio was completely silent. "You bought it?" "I paid someone $50,000 to create fake tennis credentials for Sofia," Patricia said. "Fake tournament wins, fake rankings, fake everything." Ellen felt her chest tighten. "Patricia, you're describing fraud." "I'm describing desperation," Patricia replied. "I'm describing what a mother does when she sees her child's dreams dying." Ellen realized they were dealing with something much bigger than a proud parent story. "Tell us exactly what happened." "Sofia got rejected from every college she applied to," Patricia explained. "Her grades weren't good enough. Her test scores weren't high enough. She was devastated." "So you decided to cheat?" "I decided to find another way," Patricia said defensively. "I met someone who said he could help. For $50,000, he could create a sports profile that would get Sofia into any school she wanted." Ellen felt the magnitude of what Patricia was describing. "And you paid this person?" "I took out a second mortgage on our house," Patricia said. "I borrowed money from my retirement fund. I did whatever it took to give my daughter a future." Ellen was struggling to process the moral implications. "But Patricia, the scholarship isn't real. Sofia didn't earn it. She earned the grades she's getting now," Patricia said desperately. "She's doing well in her classes. She's proving she belongs there. Ellen realized Patricia was rationalizing fraud. But she got there through deception. She got there through love, Patricia replied, through a mother who refused to let her daughter's potential go to waste. Ellen felt torn between understanding Patricia's motivation and condemning her actions. Patricia, what about the real athlete who deserved that scholarship? Patricia's face crumbled. I try not to think about that. But you should think about it, Ellen said gently. Someone who actually played tennis, who actually earned it, was denied that opportunity because of what you did. Patricia began crying. I know it was wrong. But Sofia is my only child. She's so smart, so capable. The system failed her. Ellen realized Patricia had convinced herself that the ends justified the means. How long did you think you could keep this secret? Forever, Patricia said honestly. I thought once Sofia graduated, none of it would matter anymore. Ellen made a decision that felt both necessary and devastating. Patricia, there's something you need to know. Patricia looked up with alarm. What? The FBI has been investigating college admissions fraud. Your case is part of that investigation. Patricia's face went white. How do you know that? Because they contacted our show when your story was submitted, Ellen said gently. They wanted to know if you would reveal the truth publicly. Patricia began hyperventilating. Am I going to jail? That's not for me to say, Ellen replied. But Patricia, there's something else you need to know. What? Sofia is here today. She doesn't know about the bribe. She thinks she earned her scholarship. Patricia shot up from her chair. Ellen, no. Please don't tell her, this will destroy her. She has a right to know, Ellen said. She has a right to make her own choices about her education. But she's doing so well at Stanford, Patricia pleaded. She's happy, she's thriving. Why ruin that? Ellen gestured toward the wings. Sofia, would you like to come out? Sofia Lopez, 19, emerged from backstage wearing her Stanford sweatshirt and carrying a bouquet of flowers for her mother. She was radiant with youth and confidence, completely unaware that her world was about to shatter. Mom, Sofia said, hugging Patricia tightly. I'm so proud of you for being on Ellen. Patricia held her daughter, knowing it might be the last time Sofia looked at her with love and respect. Sofia, Ellen said gently, your mother was just telling us about your tennis scholarship. Sofia beamed. It's been amazing. I mean, I don't actually play for the team since I got injured, but having the scholarship has made everything possible. Ellen felt her heart break for this innocent young woman. Sofia, what injury? Oh, it's a long-term thing, Sofia said casually. The coaches said it's better for me to focus on academics and not aggravate it. Ellen realized Sofia had been given a cover story to explain why she never played. Has anyone from the tennis team ever asked about your previous competitions? Not really, Sofia said. They just said my high school records spoke for themselves. Patricia was crying silently, watching her daughter's innocence about to be destroyed. Ellen made one of the most difficult decisions of her hosting career. Sofia, I need to tell you something about your scholarship. What about it? Sofia asked, her smile beginning to fade. It wasn't awarded based on your tennis ability, Ellen said as gently as possible. Sofia looked confused. What do you mean? Your mother paid someone to create fake tennis credentials for you, Ellen said. You didn't earn the scholarship through sports. Sofia stared at Ellen as if she'd spoken in a foreign language. That's not possible, Sofia, Patricia said through tears. I need to tell you the truth. Sofia turned to her mother with growing alarm. Mom, what is she talking about? I paid $50,000 to get you into Stanford, Patricia said. I created fake tennis records because your real application wasn't good enough. Sofia's face went through a series of emotions, confusion, disbelief, horror, and finally, devastation. You what? Sofia whispered. I did it for you, Patricia said desperately. I did it because you deserve to be there, even if the system couldn't see it. Sofia stepped back from her mother. You cheated to get me into college? I gave you an opportunity, Patricia replied. You gave me a lie, Sofia shouted, her voice echoing through the studio. Ellen watched this family implode in real time. Sofia, how are you feeling? Like my entire life is fake, Sofia said. Like everything I've accomplished is meaningless. That's not true, Patricia said. You've done amazing work at Stanford. You've proven you belong there. Based on fraud, Sofia replied. Mom, do you understand what you've done? I'm not supposed to be there. Someone else deserved that spot. Ellen felt the full weight of the moral complexity. Sofia, what do you want to do now? I don't know, Sofia said, tears streaming down her face. How do I stay at a school I cheated to get into? How do I look at my professors, my classmates, knowing I stole my place there? Patricia reached for her daughter. Sofia, please, you can still finish your education. Sofia pulled away. With stolen money? With a stolen scholarship? Mom, you've made me a criminal. Ellen addressed both of them. The FBI investigation is ongoing. There will be legal consequences for this fraud. Sofia looked at Ellen with growing panic. Am I going to be arrested? That depends on what the investigation reveals about your knowledge of the scheme, Ellen said. But Sofia, you need to make some decisions about your future. What kind of decisions? Whether to stay at Stanford or withdraw, Ellen said. Whether to cooperate with the investigation or fight it. Sofia looked at her mother with a mixture of love and betrayal. Mom, why didn't you just let me go to community college? Why did you have to make me a cheater? Because you're better than community college, Patricia said. You're smart enough for Stanford. You just needed a chance to prove it. A stolen chance, Sofia replied. Ellen felt moved by Sofia's integrity in the face of devastation. Sofia, what feels right to you? Leaving Stanford, Sofia said without hesitation. I can't stay somewhere I don't belong. Patricia was sobbing now. Sofia, please don't throw away your education because of my mistake. It's not my education if I stole it, Sofia said firmly. I won't build my life on someone else's lost opportunity. Ellen made an announcement. Sofia, there are several universities here today who would like to offer you legitimate admission based on your actual Stanford grades. Sofia looked surprised. Really? Your academic performance at Stanford has been excellent, Ellen continued. These schools want to offer you the chance to earn your degree honestly. Sofia looked at the representatives from various universities who had emerged from backstage. You'd really accept me after this? A dean from UC Berkeley stepped forward. Sofia, what we see is a young woman who discovered fraud and chose integrity over convenience. That's exactly the kind of character we want in our students. Sofia began crying again, but these tears seemed different. I can start over? You can start honestly, the dean replied. Ellen turned to Patricia. How are you feeling about Sofia's decision? Proud, Patricia said through tears. Terrified about what happens to me, but proud of who she is. The episode aired 3 months later after legal proceedings had begun. Patricia was sentenced to 4 months in federal prison and fined $75,000. Sofia had withdrawn from Stanford and enrolled at UC Berkeley, where she was thriving academically without the weight of fraud on her shoulders. The response to the episode was unlike anything Ellen had seen. Thousands of parents wrote to thank Sofia for showing what integrity looked like and to share their own struggles with the college admissions process. 6 months later, Sofia returned to Ellen's show. She was doing well at Berkeley, had declared a major in social work, and was planning to dedicate her career to helping first-generation college students navigate the system honestly. How are you doing now? Ellen asked. Better, Sofia said. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, leaving Stanford, but I sleep better at night knowing I earned my place where I am. And your relationship with your mother? We're working on it, Sofia said. I understand she thought she was helping me, but I needed her to believe I could succeed on my own merit. Ellen kept a photo from that follow-up show. Sofia wearing her UC Berkeley sweatshirt, holding her transcript showing the grades she had earned honestly. It reminded her that sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is give up something you never really deserved so you can earn something that's truly yours. Because Sofia learned that stolen opportunities poison everything they touch, that real achievement feels different from fake achievement, and that sometimes the most loving thing a parent can do is let their child fail and try again, rather than cheat and live with the consequences forever.